Blessings, 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 beloved. I am Mama Pam, aka Pamela Dobson, and I do read, beloved, 7 minutes every day so you do not have to read. Today's read is for Sunday, September the 3rd, 2022, Leviticus the 15th chapter, verses 19 through 38 and 16, 1 through. Leviticus 15 and 16, Leviticus finishing up the leprosy and stuff. And 16 is going into more separation from uncleanness. That's pretty much what we are reading about right now. Reading from the King James Version of the Word of God, and it reads, "And if a woman have an issue, and her issue in her flesh be blood, she shall be put apart 7 days, and whatsoever toucheth her shall be unclean until the evening. And everything that she lieth upon in her separation shall be unclean. Everything also that she sitteth upon shall be unclean. And whosoever toucheth her bed shall wash his clothes and bathe himself in water, and be unclean until the evening. And whosoever touches anything that she sat upon shall wash his clothes and bathe himself in water, and be unclean until the evening. And if it be on her bed or on anything whereon she sitteth, when he touches it, he shall be unclean until the even. And if any man lie with her at all, and her flowers," that means her menstrual period, "be upon him, he shall be unclean 7 days, and all the bed whereon he lies shall be unclean. And if a woman have an issue of her blood many days out of the time of her separation, or if it run beyond the time of her separation, and all the days of the issue of her uncleanness shall be as the days of her separation, she shall be unclean. And every bed wherein she lieth all the days of her issue shall be unto her as the bed of her separation. And whatsoever she sitteth upon shall be unclean as the uncleanness of her separation. And whosoever touches those things shall be unclean, and shall wash his clothes, and bathe himself in water, and be unclean until the even. But if she be cleansed of her issue, then she shall number to herself 7 days, and after that she shall be clean. And on the 8th day she shall take unto her 2 turtles of 2 pigeons, and bring them unto the priest to the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And the priest shall offer the one for a sin offering, and the other for a burnt offering, and the priest shall make an atonement for her before the Lord for the issue of her uncleanness. Thus shall ye separate the children of Israel for their uncleanness, that they die not in their uncleanness when they defile my tabernacle that is among them. This is the law of him that hath an issue, and of him whose seed goeth from him, and is defiled therewith. And of her that is sick of her flowers," menstrual period, "and of him that hath an issue, of the man and of the woman, and of him that lieth with her that is unclean." And the Lord spake unto Moses after the death of the 2 sons of Aaron, Nadab and Abihu, when they offered before the Lord and died. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, "Speak unto Aaron thy brother, that he come not at all times into the holy place within the veil before the mercy seat which is upon the ark, that he die not. For I will appear in the cloud upon the mercy seat. Thus shall Aaron come into the holy place with a young bullock for a sin offering, and a ram for a burnt offering. He shall put on the holy linen coat, and he shall have the linen breeches upon his flesh, and shall be girded with a linen girdle, and with the linen mitre shall he be attired. These are holy garments. Therefore shall he wash his flesh in water, and so put them on. And he shall take of the congregation of the children of Israel 2 kids of the goats for a sin offering, and 1 ram for a burnt offering. And Aaron shall offer his bullock of the sin offering which is for himself, and make an atonement for himself and for his house. And he shall take the 2 goats and present them before the Lord at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And Aaron shall cast lots upon the 2 goats, one for the Lord and the other lot for the scapegoat. And Aaron shall bring the goat upon which the Lord's lot fell, and offer him for a sin offering. But the goat on which the lot fell to be the scapegoat shall be presented alive before the Lord, to make an atonement with him, and to let him go for a scapegoat into the wilderness. And Aaron shall bring the bullock of the sin offering, which is for himself, and shall make an atonement for himself and for his house, and shall kill the bullock of the sin offering, which is for himself. And he shall take a censer full of burning coals of fire from off the altar before the Lord, and his hands full of sweet incense, beaten small, and bring it within the veil. And he shall put the incense upon the fire before the Lord, that the cloud of the incense may cover the mercy seat that is upon the testimony, that he die not. And he shall take of the blood of the bullock and sprinkle it with his finger upon the mercy seat eastward, and before the mercy seat shall he sprinkle the blood with his finger 7 times. Then shall he kill the goat of sin offering, that is for the people, and bring his blood within the veil, and do with the blood as he did with the blood of the bullock, and sprinkle it upon the mercy seat, and before the mercy seat. And he shall make an atonement for the holy place because of the uncleanness of the children of Israel, and because of their transgressions and all their sins. And so shall he do for the tabernacle of the congregation that remaineth among them in the midst of their uncleanness. And there shall be no man in the tabernacle of the congregation when he goeth in to make an atonement in the holy place, until he come out and have made an atonement for himself, and for his household, and for all the congregation of Israel. And he shall go out unto the altar that is before the Lord, and make an atonement for it, and shall take of the blood of the bullock and of the blood of the goat, and put it upon the horns of the altar round about. And he shall sprinkle of the blood upon it with his fingers 7 times, and cleanse it, and hallow it from the uncleanness of the children of Israel. And when he hath made an end of reconciling the holy place, and the tabernacle of the congregation, and the altar, he shall bring the live goat. And Aaron shall lay both his hands upon the head of the live goat, and confess over him all the iniquities of the children of Israel, and all their transgressions, and all their sins, putting them upon the head of the goat, and shall send him away by the hand of a fit man into the wilderness. And the goat shall bear upon him all their iniquities, unto a land not inhabited, and he shall let go the goat in the wilderness. And Aaron shall come into the tabernacle of the congregation, and shall put off the linen garments which he put on when he went into the holy place, and shall leave them there. And shall leave them there. And we shall leave you there. Right there, right there. That's where we're going to leave off. Right there, and that's where we'll resume our Monday's read. Praise the name of the Lord. Aren't we glad we don't have to do all that cutting the animals and the sacrificing and all that? All we got to do is come to Jesus just as we are. Isn't that a wonderful thing? Well, I want to say thank you for being a part of the SMRF Family International Ministry. SMRF stands for 7-Minute Read Family, 7-Minute Read Followers, just 7-Minute Read Faithful Folk, who come to our broadcasting that we broadcast live every day, Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, across 9 social media platforms. Yes, you heard me right. 9 social media platforms at the same time. You see them there. And the newest platform is Pococha, Pococha. Donations. Feel free to give any donation the Lord lays upon your heart. But Zelle is for Mackenzie Scott Jewett, a.k.a. Basil. I need $7 million to start a transitional home for underprivileged little girls of color like myself. I want to take these babies, preferably 18 years and under, who have been human trafficked and or who are with child and or have had a baby, and nurture them and love on them, instruct them and guide them, build up their self-esteem in themselves as to who they can be, successful in society with their baby. But we need a home, and it takes money to have that built or purchased and the organization set up. So I'm willing and I'm able. I'm 71 years young, and I'm ready to go and love on these babies. But right now, TikTok, I'm looking at the clock. It's about time that I got to stop. 10 minutes is all I got. All right. Until the next read, Mama Pam, and I love you. God bless.